Weessstttt. West.
What's good, fam? Middle of the week. It's early in the morning right now, 8:16 a.m. And we already gonna get on our grind. So, y'all know what it is, man. This week, March 28th, on Friday, I'm dropping my EP, first EP of the year. So, yeah, man, you guys have to check that out. It's called Smokin Vibes, and it's all produced by Chosh Beats, mixed and mastered by the homie OTR Markham. And yeah, man, I just wanted to, put something out there for the stoners, you know what I mean? Not even so much on some crazy smoking shit, I didn't want to overdo it, but which is the reason why I did an EP instead of trying to do an album. And it is right before 420. I did want to release it on 420, but I felt like it was going to be oversaturated with a lot of people maybe trying to release smoking songs, EPs, albums, whatever the case is. So I said, fuck it, let me just release that shit before, so when people ain't got to wait for it, so when 420 does it, they can just slap the EP on and vibe out, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, I just wanted to do an EP where, it's just on some cool vibe shit, you know what I mean? Like when you slap on some reggae, you put a reggae playlist on, you can play that shit for 2 hours, man, because it just puts you in a certain vibe. That's kind of what I wanted with this EP. I wanted to be able to put something on and, you just, vibe out, smoke, enjoy your time. If you're driving down somewhere on a long-ass road, you can put this on and just vibe out, go to the beach, anywhere, you know what I mean? So, that was the whole idea behind this EP, and man, I got to it, you know what I mean? We ended up, I was gonna do it all by myself, but I did end up getting 2 features, and I had to have the homie Hectic on it. The motherfucker's a smoking beast, you know what I mean? But it was only right, you know what I mean? Hectic's my boy, he's my brother. That was always gonna be a part of my shit. And until I go, he go, you know what I mean? God forbid nothing of shit ever happens, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean? You'll always see me doing shit with the homie, and that's just what it is, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, shout out to the homie Hectic, shout out to OC, shout out to the folks, you know what it is. We got that one that's called Getting Funked Up, and, it's all about just smoking, man. So, had the homie Hectic on there, and also had the homie Welly Loke. Man, that fool's also a beast on the mic, you know what I mean? And rapping is not even something he's, trying to do, you feel me? He's just chilling. He's just chilling, kicking back, it's like a little side hobby for him, I'm not saying I gotta motivate him to do shit, because he'll do shit on his own, you know what I mean? But it's not really his, first thing he does, you know what I mean? So it's crazy. When I see people like that, I got nephews, I got people in my family that do music as well, and when I see how it's very effortless, and I'm just like, wow, you know what I mean? It's dope to see that shit, you know what I mean? And I only fuck with dope people, and I feel like my taste of music is pretty good, and if I fucking think you're dope and I put you on my shit, it means something. So, yeah, man, the homie crazy. Not only does he spit in English, but he spits in Spanish as well. And then he'll mix in some fucking, some Nahua language in there, some Aztec shit, you feel me? So, I mean, if you really know your shit and you hear him spit and you know what's up, you're gonna fucking catch some shit that a normal person wouldn't. So, I think it's really dope that the homie in here, is fucking with me. I appreciate him fucking with me. He doesn't really, do music like that, you know what I mean? But we gonna change that this year, man. The homie Welly Loke, man, that motherfucker, he crazy. I'm telling you, watch out. And Hectic. Those are the 2 features I got on this EP. So, yeah, man, we're going to just do it like I did on the last one. We're going to kick on to one of my favorite songs on this EP. And we're going to listen to it. I'm going to just go through the lyrics with you, break them down here and there a little bit, and then kind of just, tell you the process of, what I was writing about and all that shit. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure if you were smoking back in the days, you know what I mean, and around that time, I'm sure that was something, most of y'all did, man, it's just scrambling up to $5-10, to throw in on the sack and shit. If you're a stoner, you know what's up, man. If you're a stoner, you're going to listen to this shit and just laugh and be like, oh, yeah, I remember them times. So, yeah, let's get right into this motherfucker. So, let's go. we're gonna play this shit and we're gonna start it out like this. Oh yeah, you know what I mean? Like this. I just wanna roll, I just wanna smoke. Let me like where the dro. Make I make your mind blow. I just wanna roll, I just wanna smoke. Everywhere I go, they be like where the dro. I got it for the low, let me holla at my bro. Yeah. Relax and take notes. The hook right there, you know what I mean? And let me just break it to you real quick. So the hook went, I just want to roll. I just want to smoke. Everywhere I go, they be like, where the Joe? I got it for the low. Let me holla at my bro. I know we got a pad that can make your mind blow. So, yeah, man, I'm just talking about, you know, you just looking, chilling. You want to just roll up and shit. And everyone knows that you got the bomb shit. So everyone's always asking, like, dang, where do you get that shit? You know, and you got a homie that gets you the shit for the Lolo. So, you know, you just hit the homie up, do that dilzy, you know, get that fucking tree for the low ski, you know what I mean? And it's gonna be some bomb shit, you know. Luckily, I was lucky enough to have homies, older homies that just, you know, were around that shit and pioneer type shit. So, you know, I had to do good, you know. So if y'all know me from back in the day, y'all know what's up. If you don't know me and you're seeing this shit and you know, rate the weed that I had back in the day. Tell me if I had some whack shit or if it was some bomb shit. Because you know I always had the bomb shit. And I always had the good price, too. So, I don't even want to go there. Sometimes I wasn't even making no money, man, you motherfuckers. But that's the hook right there. Let's get back into this motherfucker. Relax and take notes as I take totes of that bomb kush smoke. Roll me and Nate, that OG bro. Only smoke gas, I ain't fuck with no bush. You can tell by the smell that I only puff kush. So, yeah, I just wanted to start off with the, you know, that OG Biggie line, man. If you know what's up with Biggie and you bump Biggie, you would recognize that line, you know. For some reason, it was just popping in my head the whole time when I was hearing this beat. So I said, fuck it. I'm going to just open up with that shit. So it's relax and take notes as I take tokes of the bomb kush smoke. Roll me and Nate, that OG, bro. Like, you know, nowadays we rolling in backwards and shit. And if you was back then, you know what I mean, especially when I was doing my thing, you know, most of the time, you never weighed out a gram and shit to roll up a blunt. You were just pulling out fucking nugs and breaking that shit up. Before you know it, you're pulling out like 2 grams. And if you got homies with you, you rolling up an 8. So that's what I'm talking about. Only smoke gas. I ain't fuck with no bush. You could tell by the smell that I only puff kush. And that's what it is. My people were always just going that bomb shit. So I never had the whack shit. Well, I did know people that had that shit. I don't want to put the homie on blast. I don't know if he gives a fuck. Well, fuck it. Let's just put him on blast. Homie Alex, you know what it is. Motherfucker Wise, that fool had the fucking crazy stress connect. So, man, you had $5-10, man. That fool was going to hook your ass up. And then it was like compressed ass shit, you know what I mean? You couldn't even fluff it or anything. It would just be like little shards. And you'd break it up, put it in a blunt. You'd have to put it in a blunt because you wasn't going to get high off a. As a matter of fact, I didn't even fucking bless this motherfucking session right now. So let's get that in real quick. I just want to roll. I just want to smoke. Everywhere I go, that be like where the dro. I got it for the low. That be I dare I do that shit. I didn't think I was going to forget that, but when you smoke, it affects the memory. Alex had the stress connect. So I'm not going to say I was always smoking OG, you know what I mean? But for the most part, that's what it was, you know. I remember the homie, side note, when he did my tattoo, I ended up getting Smokin Kush. You know, that's how dedicated I was back then. I probably wouldn't do that now. Yeah, it says Smokin Kush. And I remember the homie was like, you sure you want to put Kush on your arm? He's like, because, you know, there's always something better. And, you know, back in the days to be chronic. Now it's Kush. You know, there might be something else. And so I'm like, man, hell no. It's always going to be Kush. It's always going to be known as the best shit. I only puff Kush. I'll puff on some other shit if I have to, if someone around they offer, you know. But nowadays, ever since the COVID shit, I just like to smoke my own shit. You know what I mean? I'll smoke on my own. People be like, I thought you smoke weed. I'm like, I do, just not with you. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to get that COVID or any kind of other sickness. I ain't fucking with that. But anyways, let's keep going. Up with a grand. Now I need a rap that's as big as my hand. Down to the green, got my boys in the Rockies. And I know my boy got me. I used to buy a switch, fill it up with the gram. Now I need a wrap that's as big as my hand. Pounds in the green, got my boys in the Rockies. I need it for the load, then I know my boy got me. You know, back in the day, we used to get the swishers, you know what I mean? So no one really liked joints back in the day, especially when you're smoking with 3-4 people. That joint's just gonna fucking go quick. So we used to get blunts, man, and Swisher Sweets. I know people used to do the Phillies. I never really did Phillies. And people would do Optimos. We got Optimos when there was no Swishers, you know what I mean? Peach, Optimo. But, yeah, man, we would just get Swishers, man. That was our deal, Swishers. We didn't fuck with wraps. We would always get Swishers. And we would always, when I first started smoking, we was doing the Cherry Red, the originals. If you was a stoner, you know what's up. Everyone always say, hey, you get the original Swisher, just the regular flavor. You taste your kush better, you taste your weed better because there's no flavor to it. But then Game came out, and we started smoking on the grapes. Started smoking, and then he started having different flavors. But, yeah, by the time that happened, you know, the game changed, you know what I mean? So that's why I say, you know, used to buy a switch, fill it up with a gram. And that's what it was. You used to just fill up that shit with a gram, you know what I mean? I had homies. I had a couple homies, man, that when you would go and get the sack, man, that's a whole story, man. I don't want to get into it, but get the whole sack, you know, come back. We're all thinking we pitched in 5, got a gram ski so we could fill up the blee. And homie would only put in 0.8, keep a little nug for himself. We all know who that one was, too. I ain't going to snatch that. I don't want to start a bunch of bullshit, but we all know what's up. My homies, y'all know who it is. If it is, comment the motherfucker in the comments. That'd be funny as fuck. And you motherfuckers catch that shit, and y'all know what I'm talking about. Blast that fool in the comments. Who cares? You know what I mean? We just having fun right now. But nowadays, you know, we smoking now, and we rolling up wraps, you know, fucking backwoods and backwoods. You know, everybody know you got to put a grip of shit in the backwood. You can't put a fucking gram. You know what I mean? You wasting a whole leaf if you do that. So, yeah, now I need a wrap that's as big as my hand. My hand's big. You know what I mean? So a wrap, you know, throw the weed. They could really be a quarter. So pounds of the green, got my boys in the Rockies. I need it for the load. Then I know my boy got me. Pounds of the green, got my boys in the Rockies. Where's the Rockies? Colorado. So if I need some low shit, hey, what's cracking? I hit the homie up. I ain't gonna put him on blast, but you know what's up. I hit the homies out there. Bop, 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 bop. I get this shit for the low. Boy, I got you. You know what I mean? So shout out to the homies out there. You know what it is. So let's continue into this shit.
Nowadays, rather chill, what a damn.
I'd rather make my weed up and smell what I had. The way she look fine when you put her in the light. I just want to get a taste, and she make me feel right. So yeah, man, these kids nowadays rather chill with a dab. I'd rather break my weed up and smell what I have. You know, most of these kids these days, man, they smoking the dab shit. They smoking the wax shit. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I only smoke to get high. You know what I mean? Once I get faded, I just, you know, I used to be dumb like that. I'm not saying dumb, but, you know, I used to just not care and just smoke all my shit in one day. But like, how high can you really get? You know what I mean? So unless you smoking that weak shit, then I understand why you're doing that. But nowadays, I ain't fucking with that dab shit. I don't want to be sitting in the corner of the room, fucking cold sweats, fucking counting heartbeats per minute and shit. You know what I mean? Fucking stressing out because I'm fucking, it's done smoking fucking some wax and it's got me all fucked up. You know what I mean? I don't like that shit. You know, sometimes I get those bad highs when I smoke some bomb ass kush. You know what I mean? I'll deal with that and shit. So I'd rather break my weed up and smell what I have. You know what I mean? You know, back in the days, you get your bomb ass shit. Oh, let me see that shit. I had a homie, he would grab the weed, and you hated giving him the weed so you could look at it because he'd grab all your biggest nugs and just start breaking them. And I'm like, hey, fool, I want to, you know, for some reason, we all know we're going to break the weed up and smoke it anyways, but you always try to keep those big nugs nice and looking here because that shit kind of makes your product look good. Man, this homie would always grab that shit and start breaking your shit up and then leave it all broken up. I'm like, bro, you only need to break one nug up, you know what I mean? But so then I go with the way she look fine when you put her in the light. I just want to get a taste because she make me feel right. You know, it goes and piggybacks off what I was just saying right now. You know what I mean? Every time you're looking at your shit, you want to look at it in the light. You put your motherfucking phone light under the weed. See that shit crystally shine all over the place? You know, and then you smoke that shit and make you feel good. You feel me? So let's get going on this motherfucker.
Right, I'm down for the ride, got a chillin' by my side.
But the hit and take it away, then she bring me back to life. Something about her love make my mind go crazy. I got me a baddie, that bitch named Mary. Hey. So yeah, then we go Always down for the ride, got her chilling by my side. Once I start to fade away, this should bring me back to life. Something about her look make my mind go crazy. I got me a baddie, that bitch named Mary. So yeah, man, they kind of try to make it seem like I was talking about a bitch, you know what I mean, about a chick, my bad. Trying to make it seem like I was talking about a female, so I was like, you know, she's always down for the ride, got her chilling by my side, you know, it's my weed. Once I start to fade away, this should bring me back to life, you know, once my high go away, I just fucking... And all of a sudden, I'm back to where I was at. And then something about her look make my mind go crazy. Like, man, that shit fire as fuck. Make me want to get some of that shit. You know, I got me a baddie. And you're like, damn, well, who is he talking about? Well, that bitch named Mary. You know, so Mary Jane. You know what I mean? So let's get back into the hook. And before we get in and finish it with the second verse, I just want to smoke.
Where I go, they be like, what it drove. I got it for the low, let me
I got my bro.
I know we got it back.
Like I'm making my blow. I just want to roll. I just want to smoke.
Everywhere I go, they be like, what it drove. I got it for the low, let me holler at my bro.
Verse 2, get it.
Making my blow.
See, back in 06, I was fresh out of school. Chiefing with the homies, then we hitting up the booth. Every day rhyming, dropping 5 for the sec. If you ain't got the ends, then your ass hitting last. See, you know, so back in 06, that's the year that I got out of high school, you know what I mean? Long time ago, ain't that long ago, but it feel like it was fucking only fucking 10, at the most, maybe 10 years ago, but fuck. Yeah. See, back in 06, I was fresh out of school. Chiefing with the homies, then we hitting up the booth. Every day rhyming, dropping 5 for the sack. If you ain't got the ends, then your ass hitting less. You know, so I was just chiefing with the homies after high school, like I was saying earlier, you know what I mean? And, you know, we used to rap. I was rapping already in high school, so, you know, after high school, we was just smoking and chiefing, and then we was, you know, going to go rap and shit, so we hitting up the booth. Every day rhyming, dropping 5 for the sack, you know. Every time we would rap and go to the booth, you know, we would bring our extra funds, our extra 5, extra 10, you know, just to throw in for the sack so we can get a sack, you know. But if you didn't have any motherfucking money and you didn't have shit to contribute, and we ain't talking about just bringing a blunt, if you didn't have no motherfucking ends, we weren't going to be fucked up and not let you smoke. You're going to get faded with us. If you're kicking it with us and you're the homie, you're going to get high. But you're going to be the last motherfucker to hit that blunt. So that's pretty much what I'm saying. You know, if you ain't got the ends, then your ass hitting last. And that's true as fuck. You ain't got no money. We going to fucking get you faded. But you're going to smoke at the very end. You know what I mean? So that's just what it was. That was just a couple rules. We got a couple more, though, so stay tuned. Let's go. Always to the left, that's the way you gotta pass. If you fucking up the road, on your ass getting past. Hit the licks up, gotta get me a zona. My mouth feeling dry, all I need is 4 quarters. So check that, man. We always passing to the left. That's one of the rules. When you smoking the rotation, everybody knows it goes to the left. So, always to the left, that's the way you gotta pass. If you fucking up the road, your ass getting passed. You know, we got one of them motherfuckers, beginners, or just too stoned and can't fucking think right. They go and pass it to the right when they're supposed to post to the left. That's a no-no. You fucked up the roto. You getting passed on the next one. So, you know, there's little funny rules that we would have when we'd be with the homies smoking. You know what I mean? You fucking dropped it. You got passed. You know what I mean? If you fucking took too long on the blunt and you was hitting and babysitting that shit, you know what I mean? You getting passed. You know what I mean? Because you don't fucking smoke your fucking already roto ahead. So, then it goes in, hit the licks up, gotta get me a zona. My mouth feeling dry, all I need is 4 quarters. Who knows what the fuck I'm talking about? A zona. What is a zona? An Arizona. What's an Arizona? An Arizona is that drink. And what's the drink? It's 99 cents when you get it at the liquor store. You know what I mean? Everybody used to get that. That was the stoner drink, man. Yo, I used to get Skittles, a bag of Funyuns, and a fucking 2 Arizonas, you know what I mean? But it was youngsters lost in the clouds, lungs full of smoke, driving faded through the town. The poles on the move, gotta put them drops in. If my eyes looking clear, they ain't getting nothing. We was youngsters, we was lost in the clouds, lungs full of smoke, driving faded through the town. You know, how many times you remember you chilling with the homies, you just be smoking, you know, going through the town, they don't got shit to do, just driving around, you faded and just doing what you do when you used to get faded, you know what I mean? And then, but you knew the poles were always out on the streets, you know what I mean? So you always had to put some drops in, make sure your drops were good, get your eyes clear, because, you know, we weren't rolling around with pounds of shit until later on in life. But, you know what I mean? We were just fucking smoking. You got them drops in, you smooth, you ain't got no shit on you, and you just chilling, driving around town. The fuck you gonna bust me for a cop? Nothing, bitch. Fuck you. Get on with your life. So check it. Let's finish this motherfucker up.
When the night ends, we gon' light up again. If you put it on the set,
and we we finished to the end. It's the way it used to be when I was growing as a teen. Didn't care about a thing, I just wanna put the green. Hey. Before the night ends, we gonna light up again. If you put it on the sack, then we finish to the end. So, yeah, you know, like when you chilling all day with the homies and you smoking, before the day ends, you know, we all gonna light up again. You know what I mean? We would always have that last smoke before we all had to bounce and go back home. You know what I mean? So we all trying to get faded and knock the fuck out. You know, so we would learn to conserve our weed if we were all homies. We have one homie that kept the sack that we all got for that day, and we would just break it down. We all knew that we had that last blunt, last smoke, last fucking gravity hit, whatever the fuck it was. It was the last of the day before, you know, that shit went on to the next. And if you put in on the sack, then we finished to the end. You know what I mean? So if you was one of the people that fucking in the beginning threw in and on some shit, you know, you was gonna get that last smoke. Unfortunately, if you weren't, that's the time when the rules come in. Like, hey, dog, you didn't put in on this. This is our last smoke. You're going to have to chill out to the side. Maybe if one of your homies want to give you a hit, then, you know, I mean, that's just one of the rules. You know, you didn't put in on it, so you can't always get the benefits. But we had some crazy-ass rules as homies, man. Like, you know, we were smoking and shit. That's the way it used to be when I was growing as a teen. Didn't care about a thing. I just want to puff the green. But, yeah, we didn't care about shit, man. All we just wanted to do was just smoke, you know. And if, you know, you remember that shit back in high school, right out of high school, you know, if you weren't going straight to college right after the high school, a lot of people, all me and my homies, man, those were the best times of our life, you know, just waking up, kicking it, chilling and smoking. Sometimes we start from early in the morning, like 8:30. Man, we had a homie, my homie, man, Dan G and that G, they were brothers, man, and that was the spot. We used to go over there and just roll up 8 in the morning, man, doing gravities and blunts. Everyone taking out, play Madden with the fucking surround sound loud as fuck. You know what I mean? We sound like we were in a stadium. Have we fucking get all faded, get breakfast, fucking play, and have little fucking Madden tournaments and fucking, man, we used to fucking get the best players and make our crazy ass super teams and just fucking go at, man. Good times, man. High school times. After high school times, man. Getting faded with the homies and shit. Luckily, you know, I haven't lost any of my homies. I've lost some, but, you know, the ones I was always kicking it with, you know what I mean? Those are good times, man. They all still here. We all still chilling. We all still breathing, man. And shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the motherfuckers that used to do it back in the day. Shout out to the real smokers. Shout out to Josh B. Shout out to OTR Markham. The homie God Willie Low. Hectic. Everybody involved in this motherfucking EP. Man, get your bombing shit, your whacking shit, the dabs, whatever the fuck you smoke, man. It's 420 coming up. This song's all about vibing out, man. Hopefully y'all motherfuckers light this shit up and get faded and bump this shit when it drops. You know, March 28th, man. It's coming out on all platforms. It's gonna be out and everything. And yeah, man. Another song you guys gotta check out, man, is Fly High with the homie Fly Willie Low, man. That fool get crazy. That fool spit some dope ass shit. So tap in. Your boy the West, you know what I mean? We out here putting down music. We got more EPs to come. I got shit with my boy Upstate. You know, I got shit with the homie Low Key, and we just gonna try to push harder this year than we did last year. You know what I mean? We don't know how much time we got on this earth, and we just gotta be more productive. You know, I failed at that. You know what I mean? Last year, I was almost starting to do that this year, but you know, we vibing out, so no time for that bullshit. So we gonna fucking do what we have to do. But yeah, man, Smokin Vibes, March 28th, this Friday on all platforms. Fuck with your motherfucking boy. Roll up, light up, get faded. You know what it is. I want y'all people to bump and have a good ass time, man. So, you know, hopefully you guys fuck with this shit, man. But I'm out this motherfucker. This was a long one. Stay tuned for the next week. We're gonna do something else. So yeah, man. I hope y'all motherfuckers have a blessed day. And enjoy it. And be glad that you breathing. And show support. Always show support. Without support, we ain't shit. Stay up. West.